We're here with Manoli, aka one of the sexiest men in town. How are you, bro?
Good, bro. How are you?
Yeah, good, man.
That's good.
It's good to get you on, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no probs. If people I'm sure most people in Darwin would probably know who you are, and you know, especially in the trade world, they would know who you are, in the football world. But like your business, man, like outside looking in, I sort of got to Darwin, I think maybe when you just kicked off.
When did you? 2018, yeah?
Yeah, 18.
Yeah, I literally. Yeah, October 2018 was actually when I first started. So,
yeah. So we did a potty ages ago, man. And that was like before we sort of had these guys on board. So I wanted to get you back and talk a little bit about your journey, man, because you're like, I think you're a pretty humble dude, man.
Yeah.
Like, we talk to you and like you don't seem like you would run a business of the magnitude that you do. So I just wanted to get you on and talk a little bit about your journey, man. So let's go back a little bit, give some people some context. So obviously you're a Sparky. How did Eco Sparks come about?
Yeah, so we started in 2018. Me and one of my mates. He won a bit of work, and like I said last time, he didn't really know too much about solar. And for about a couple of weeks, he's humbugging me. Come on, we got to start this business. We got to do it. Come on. I was like, nah, can't leave my boss. You know, he's been good to me. Rah. And he just kept him crunching some numbers. And I was like, oh yeah, right. This looks pretty appealing.
The money, eh?
All right, we'll do it. Even though the numbers we crunched were wrong, but we still did well. But, So, but we learned from that, and we still did really well, and we grew like astronomically in the first 3 to 5 years, man. Went from him and me in the ute to now I've got 18 blokes. New shed, 4 cars. So.
Oh man, I remember cause someone told me when I first met you, you were, and we met at Hellenic, and I just remember I was marking you or whatever, you were up front, we had like a bit of a battle, I was chatting to you and stuff. And someone said, oh yeah, that's Manoli. I'm like, oh, what's he do? Yeah, mate, he's got his own little business, he's got his own car, he's a Sparky. So it's like pretty small.
Literally.
And I just remember like 3 years later, I was having the exact same conversation with somebody, and I was like, oh yeah, man, he's like, pretty sure he's got himself and maybe one other bloke. Nah, man, they're like pretty big.
We went.
And then I looked you up on Facebook, I was like, holy crap, it was just like.
And that happened within like the first 6 months, to be honest with you, man. We went from just the 2 of us then to an apprentice, and then but like 8 months in, we had like 6 or 7 blokes, and just grew. Like what
was behind it?
I think we just got in at a it was a golden age of solar with grants and federal rebates, and we came in just like at the end of it, and we got a bit of there was only like I reckon 2 or 3 companies doing solar then in Darwin, and then we came in, and Darwin being Darwin, and you probably know as being a successful business owner now, if you just do the right thing, show up and treat people well, you can grow like ridiculously quick. So I think it comes down to that really, man. And we just put ourselves out there. We weren't scared to take on any jobs. We approached people, and it kind of just paid off for us. Look, a lot of mistakes happened along the way, and we learned a lot of things, but it's the only way you're going to grow in business, right? So
like I love talking about people who had like rapid growth, you know, because it's such a cool journey, and everyone thinks it's going to be real cool, but they don't see behind closed doors what you go through. Like there is some serious anxiety and head noise going on through that, you know, like because like at the start, starting a business of this size, man, like you wouldn't imagine. I don't think it would get to that, but at the start there would have been some like hairy parts, right? Like talk a little bit about that. There would have been some touch and go.
There was, man. Like a start, you know, you get work, you go do it, and then man, we made some mistakes. We had to go fix jobs, obviously being new, and like shit, I could go back. And there came times when there wasn't really much work, and then we've hired all these boys. I'm like, how are we going to keep them busy? So it was pretty stressful. Like I think it was a good 7-month period when me and Nick, my business partner, we'd work all day on the tools, get back to the shed probably like at 6, and we'll there to every night till about 10 p.m. So paperwork to get it done. And like it was all right then. I was living at home with my mum. I was 27, so like still living at home, just no real responsibilities, and then to jump into something like that. It was pretty hectic from the start, but it shaped us real quick. We realised what we had to do to succeed, and we just figured it out, man. And I'm pretty lucky because Nick was from the start, man. He's like, nah, man, we're gonna do well. Like, let's get a shed. And I was like, oh, you sure, man? He's like, yeah, we need a shed. Let's buy cars. We need it. And he's right. We needed those things, and as we bought them, people start to see us like, oh, these guys, they're serious, you know. They're happy to give us contracts and give us more work.
So true.
Yeah.
It's like the way the public views your company is like really crucial.
For sure.
Right? You know, that like in my business, when I was working for my garage, everyone was sort of, Because when I got into it, I had no idea about real estate. I was in it for like 6 months, and then we started Freedom. So like,
exactly, you
no one even knew who I was.
Straight from Milwaukee, to that, so
no one knew who I was, and there were people around me, probably people like yourself who had done it before. Saying, man, you need to get an office. You need to get something that shows that you're serious. And I didn't really understand the value in it, I guess, but it is so true. Hey, when you get a spot, you start hiring people, you start taking some risk, it resonates with people.
Represent your branding, like it's massive, man. People don't realize that. A lot of people stuck in old school ways thinking, now just go do the job, get it. But if you brand your company right and show people you like, like I remember even wrapping our vans and stuff, no one was really had wrap vans, and I seen a few businesses like, oh man, that's pretty cool, and I spoke to him, I was like, we need to wrap our vans. He's like, oh, it's a waste of money, man.
Big expense.
Yeah, it was, and then, but people I get say, oh, man, you guys have so many vans on the road, but really, like, we've got 3 or 4, but because you keep seeing them, like, you think, man, there's heaps, and they just stick out,
There's a bloke who I used to go, I don't live there anymore, but in my street, I used to go past him on Zuccoli Parade every single day. And I would just think of you.
Exactly. So, that's right.
So when anybody would ask me about solar, I'd be like, oh, this guy.
Exactly. It sticks,
so man. It's like this thing in the back of my head. I was like,
exactly. For sure.
So, which is awesome, man. Like, honestly, like, I just think it's good seeing other people who are just having a crack at it. And I know your background as well. You're not from wealth as well.
So exactly.
That's like my favorite thing. Someone who just like, almost like that new money vibes, just like come out of nowhere. Like, what the hell?
Exactly. And it's, like I said, it's hard being a young bloke in this industry as well.
It's
not, now I'm a bit old, obviously. I'm getting on. I'm 35. It's a bit better, but being a 27-year-old dealing with builders and that, and they're like, who's this young kid, man? Like, what do you know? So it was good that some people gave us a crack and then realised we're good enough to do it. So
so it's a pretty crazy to think at that age, at 27 years old, you're like, especially like living at home, you're just like, I'm just gonna do this.
Exactly.
What was like? Was it just like a gut feeling? You're like, I got to do this, or what actually sold you? Like, apart from business plan.
So it was him, man. It was him showing me, and he's like, man, we'll do well, we'll make good money. And look, I always knew I wanted to start my own business. Like, I lived in Melbourne. I just moved back from Melbourne, and I started my own business there. I was like a little one-man band. It's tough in Melbourne, man. Like, I did jobs for builders, never got paid because they just didn't want to pay me. I didn't know where to find them, and so it kind of like dragged out, and it wasn't. And living in Melbourne, I wasn't serious, man. I was still going out. I was still hanging out with friends, so I was still quite young. So. But I knew that's something eventually I'd like to do. And then obviously came back, worked for the company I worked for a year, and opportunity came up, and I guess it was something I was always going to do regardless. But I actually felt sick having to tell my boss that I was leaving, because I knew he wasn't going to be happy. Because of my cousin too. So
it's tough, man.
It is tough. So it's anyone's leaving, man. Like, I've just had a bloke leave me for after 7 years. My main guy. And I'm happy for him, and I want him to do well. But it's tough to replace him now. You know what I mean? That's the nature of the beast, man. And you actually should be proud if you've trained someone up that they can do that. It's a reflection on you, So
exactly what I think, man. Like, when people leave, especially like, I think if you, like, let's say they're taking a risk and doing their own thing. The best thing you can do is be nice to them. Show that you're proud of them, and that you're actually there to support them.
Exactly.
If something goes wrong, they're probably going to come straight
exactly.
to you.
That's right.
That relationship
for sure. So
so was it like, in my business, I look back and there was like times where it's like, we did this and then it went like that, and then we did this and then it went like that. Like, what, from when you first started, what was like some of the periods that you got to? You're like, oh my God, we're just flying now. Like, what? How did it sort of go?
Well, it's hard because our initial reason we started is because we got a big contract. The first initial contract was like 3 months worth of work, and off that it just built, and then word of mouth, and then it's funny because from my old business, we used to work for this company. Like, they were a sales team, and they used to sell solar and get finding stores, and they were that busy at the time because of the golden era of solar then, that all the overflow came to us after. Call me, and then we just built off that. So we're real lucky that we got that contract, and that's how our name got out, because we're doing so many installs a week. And although it wasn't directly through us as a sales company, you had EcoSparks rocking up to your house every day. So eventually it was, EcoSparks did that for us. EcoSparks installed it. So
referral.
Instead of them calling the sales company, they'll end up calling us, because the sales company was from down south. They just ended up calling us, and then it kind of built on that. And then we sort of realized, okay, well, we can see that solar's real big. Let's get our own sales rep. So that's when we're like, all right, I've got our own sales rep. And then we started generating our own leads, and then let's move to the next stage.
Holy,
and then solar was running so well, we're like, you know what, let's build an electrical department.
Yeah.
So we started getting electrical work. So now all of a sudden we got all these new builds for builders in Socoli and Muirhead. And so we're doing 60, 70 houses a year through our builders.
Holy. Yeah.
And after that, then we got a maintenance. We were like, well, let's get into maintenance now. So then we got an office lady, and we were actually so scared to get an office lady for so long because we're like, nah, she's going to cost us too much. But you don't realise like what an asset they are. So
mate, massive.
Yeah, people get scared about investing all these roles and doing this. But once you get them, you're like, oh, hang on, we can't afford that. And it's just your business is going to grow and grow and build. So we've managed to build different departments within the business, so we're not relying on just one industry. Like we're not relying just on solar. We've got 3 different avenues. So
a little bit more diverse.
Yeah, that's right, man. Yeah, so we've got 4 different crews now. We've got maintenance, solar. We've got new builds for the houses and new builds for the commercial. So
that's amazing. You're doing commercial now.
Yeah, we're doing we've done a few sheds. We're doing a 32 bedroom dementia ward for Aspire in Fanny Bay.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're doing a bit of office fit outs in the city now. So and that's been the final sort of stage that we've got into. So
that's so cool, man. That's like, so like, how does it? Because I know with my business, the biggest thing I've found, which most people obviously don't run into, is just the volume of growth is so exponential that it's like really hard for me to try and figure out where to direct traffic. So like, when there's so many leads coming in, I'm like, okay, who needs to speak to me? Who doesn't need to speak to me? Who needs to speak to that person? Like, it must be pretty full on for you, right? Because you'd be like the main guy with your business partner. Like, you've got to go quote this, but this person really wants you. How does that work?
Correct.
Like,
So I guess we've been pretty lucky the last 7 years that we've had good leaders in each department. So our commercial, we've got a main Sparky that everyone goes to, and he's really good. So Nick obviously goes in once a week with the big bosses from the construction and has meetings, but he's our go-to guy there. Had my solar guy, which he's gone. And look, I always do get phone calls, but I just ensure that, you know, my solar sales rep that he speaks to looks after him, and I'm sort of guiding him along the way. So, but I know what you mean. Some people really want to speak to you. So if they really ask for me, I just go out and make sure that I see them. But
it's a hard one.
But you just have to have good leaders within your business to help you grow. Because without staff and leaders, then you're nothing. And
it's so full on, and like the thing that I've always battled with, and I don't anymore, but it's like, you're like, oh, hi, this person will do this, but that's 100 grand, I've got to pay them to do that. But like, what you need to train your mind is like, well, that 100 grand unlocks 400 grand of business.
Exactly. That's
and it also takes you away from that.
Yes, correct. So you can focus on something else to generate more income.
Correct.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's the thing that like, I'm just like, oh, I've got to plug that part of my business. Oh, I don't have to do that anymore. Plug that part.
And you can focus on more important things, on new things, you know, that might help the business grow even more. So.
And it grows quicker.
Correct.
That's what I found is like, once I started like plugging all these holes in my boat, it was so easy to flow.
That's right.
Like,
correct.
Boom, and then naturally.
You're not plugged with all this work thinking, what am I going to do tomorrow?
Seriously.
And so you give everyone designated roles, and then it just helps you.
It's cool, man. And so this is a personal question for me, but you got a family? You got 2 kids now, right? You got 2 kids?
2 kids.
A boy and a girl?
Boy and a girl. A 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. So
cool. So obviously that's a whole different dynamic. Obviously you got your Kate, is it?
Kate, my wife.
You got Kate, your wife. So
we're married now since the last time I was here, I'm pretty sure.
So that's a lot to manage, right? Like how do you sort of balance that, like between work and
by having a good wife. I'm pretty lucky, man.
Give her a plug,
Kate. No, look, I'm very lucky, man. She supports me in everything I do. Like, I still play football full time as well.
I see that,
So
playing up front. I saw you score one. I saw you smack one. I actually watched you play not long ago. Who was it against? You scored. I can't remember who it was now. It might have been. Was it Kaz?
A few games you scored it.
I think it
was Kaz Arena a couple of weeks ago.
How fiery was that game?
Man, it was really fiery. Were you at the stadium or just on TV?
Yeah, I was watching it. The girl, I don't know who plays for you, but there was like some fiery guy with a mullet having a crack at Gordon. I don't know what.
That's
Oh my god! I was like, it's like Friday night or whatever.
Man, it was full on.
I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, it was hectic, eh?
Was it just?
Well, Gordon did a really bad tackle.
Oh, was it? Oh,
Well, went in the coach's eyes, and the coach just made one of our defenders go on him and said,
holy, I just didn't realise it got that serious. Well, I did, but like, I was like, come on, guys.
It does,
it was full on. But you slotted one that night?
Came with the bench. What was it, 1-1, we won 2-1, so no, it was good.
Yeah,
it's good. Still got it. I don't last very long these days, but that's right, just short, sharp, impact player. Hammies have been alright. They've been alright. You know, I did it once this year, so it's not too bad. Normally it was a couple of times.
Yeah. No, you were good on the ball when I played against you. I remember it was like my first year and I hadn't played in years. Remember, you were decent on the ball. Like, you know, like you play against someone and like even if they're not on, you can tell they're decent.
Yeah, that's right.
You're just like, oh, you see the way they play, they touch, all that. I remember you being good, and there was a couple other lads.
Yeah, there was a few English boys. Just commitment's been hard, man. Like this year, like been busy, but balancing work, soccer, kids. You know, it's hard on Kate because I'm away like that. I work a lot, and I train 2 nights a week, and then games on the weekend. So I've sort of cut back training 1 day a week now just to spend more time at home. Yeah. But Lucky Kate's really good, man. She appreciates everything that I do, so she supports me. So really lucky.
I think the thing too is like, what I try and think of too is like I know with my partner, she loves that side of me. Yeah. Yes, she doesn't like that at home, but like that's what made her fall in love with me.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I work so hard.
Yeah, 100%. They're proud of us. Yeah, exactly.
So she's like, I can't sort of be angry at you or, you know, be frustrated that you're not at home if that's what made me fall in love with you because you work so hard.
And in the day we're doing something to better our families, like you know, I do this all for my kids to give them a better future, you know what I mean? Like with whatever problem I'm trying to buy, it's all for them at the end of the day. Like it's all long-term investment, so I want them to be comfortable. Like I still want to teach them to work hard. I don't want them to be just you know, get everything, but I'm trying to set them up, you know. So.
That's the hard thing, don't you reckon? Like, not that we're super wealthy or anything. Yeah. But, you know, like, compared to what we grew up with, we're like, holy crap.
Yeah, exactly, that's right.
Yeah, like an hour. Yeah. So like,
don't get me wrong, man. My parents, like, had food on the table every night. They worked hard. Yeah. But just different times, you know. Like, you know, they had a takeaway shop. You know, Dad worked hard always. I remember him always working. So, I remember him always being there, taking me to soccer training and stuff. So, but obviously just the money they were making, they couldn't buy the properties they wanted. But you know, they bought our old housing commission house, they fixed it up. So we've still got that. So I've never gone without, you know. Yeah, so, but I just saw as I got older, like the struggles they had, they start to work at an older age when they're not well, and you know, I don't want to be like that. You know, I want to be able to set myself up, set my kids up, just so it's a bit easier. So.
There's more of a, I don't know what it is, but there's more of an entrepreneurial type vibe these days where people are encouraging. People encourage you to really take risks, whereas, you know, like maybe going through our parents' generation, it was very much get a job, you stick to the same thing for 40 years and then pay your mortgage off.
You were spot on. When I went to start my business, I was like, oh, you sure? Just stay where you are, you're making good money, like, you know. So,
mate, I still remember it. So, like, I got into real estate. My mum and dad are always good to me. They always go, oh, support you. But I can tell when they're like, oh, this is a good decision. You know, like, just in their voice. They always saying they'll support me. But I remember I got into the midst of COVID and everyone's like, nothing's selling. No one's buying, no one's selling. I'm like, I'm going to get into real estate. And similar to like you're like, I've got a 3-month contract, I'm going to give this a crack.
Exactly.
But again, it just comes back to like, I just felt this instinct where I was just like, I'm not doing it. I'm not living my life like this anymore. This is ridiculous. Like, why the hell? I'm not excited about this.
No, exactly.
So I don't care if I go broke, at least I had a crack.
Exactly.
You know, so I think that's
the mentality now with a lot of people there.
Don't you reckon?
Yeah, because... like, you can fail and you just go get a job tomorrow if you want. Like, it's so, like, I don't know what real estate's like, but in construction, man, people can come in, start a job today, don't like it, quit, go get another job tomorrow, like, with decent money. So there's opportunities there now. It's everywhere. So, so like I said, you can't knock the boys for trying, man. Let them have a crack, And
the other thing is too, and I tell my team this, I'm like, mate, like, I'm like probably the most simple human being ever. And like some of the most incredible business people I know, they're not that smart. They're not, they just kept going. They're just like, they just showed up every day, made their mistakes, took their medicine and kept 100%, going.
Exactly.
You know, so I reckon that's the difference.
Yeah, that's it, bro. Like I said, showing up, do the right thing. You might not be the best, but be consistent. You know, show people you care.
Seriously.
Like, I know I'm not the best electrician in Darwin, man. I don't claim to be, but I'm good at my things and what I do. I'm good at helping the boys out, setting up, like delegating. I'm good at. I got good people skills. You know what I mean? Meeting people, selling. So
selling real estate agent. It's so important though. Like I think selling. I talk to people, and I think it's the most important aspect of business because you're negotiating every day of your life. I negotiated for you to get on this podcast.
Exactly. I
negotiated my partner to go. You know, to go out with the lads, or I negotiate. You're negotiating every part of your life. So like in business, is exactly the same. If you've got an issue with staff, you're negotiating. You know?
Exactly.
So it comes down to your ability to communicate value at the end of the day.
100%,
so I think
man.
That's the vibe I get from you.
Especially this day and age too. I think you got to be a really good communicator with your staff. It's like you can't be like old school and just iron fist, do this, do that. No, you have to manage each person differently because there's so many different personalities. And like it's.
Have you had any issues with staff? You don't have to go into specifics, but
I think this has been the hardest year with finding staff.
Really?
Yeah, I think most construction companies speak to probably might have the same issue.
Yeah.
Skilled labour is really hard, man, at the moment.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, really, really hard. Yeah. So
hard to scale when that happens.
Yeah, well, you can't find. You put out for electrician, you get no one, man.
Really?
Yeah, it's just all obviously foreigners and stuff at the moment that aren't licensed trying to get in the market, but you can't. Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah.
What happens there? Is that just because it's just so, like, it must be really busy at the moment?
It is really busy, and there's a couple of real big companies, they've sort of just taken the market over the last few years and paying ridiculous amounts of money.
Are they?
Yeah, and sort of smaller to mid-sized companies like us can't afford to pay that. So, so I think there's a lot of work happening out defence, out rural and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just...
How much is it, and like, is there a difference between what you pay like a normal solar installer versus a normal Sparky? Or
man, like it's anywhere at the moment from $45 to $70 an hour.
It's pretty good, eh?
Yeah. Or if you're a Sparky, you're only $70 an hour, or even 55 to 60. Like it's really good money. Yeah, so
that's pretty good, I would think.
Yeah, it is. It's really good. Well, from 120 to 150 grand a year in a Sparky, it's not bad.
Yeah.
No stress. You go just 8 hours a day. So
that's the big thing. Yeah. But like 120, 150 a year, what it is now is not what it used to be.
Yeah, you're correct.
Like,
it is. Yeah.
Mate, like going down the grocery store, even properties.
Yeah.
You know, Darwin hasn't. That's the crazy thing about Darwin. I remember when I first moved here, everyone said, "Oh, the cost of living's so high there."
Yeah.
It's probably the cheapest place to live in the country at the moment.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
For housing.
Yeah, for housing.
All that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like people go, "Oh, the rent's really dear," but you can buy a house for $500.
Yeah, that's true.
Not anymore.
But like gross, so my sister's from Sydney. It's funny, and she's here at the moment, and she's just getting an online shop ready for when she goes back to Sydney next week. Yeah. And she accidentally had Darwin in, so for the same order for Darwin was $400.
Yeah.
She changed the postcode to Sydney, it was $300. $100 difference in groceries. Yeah.
Really?
Yep, exact same stuff. Yeah.
Holy,
so when they say that, we are more expensive in that sense.
Yeah, I suppose.
But buying a house, stuff like that.
Yeah. I just look at the big stuff, mate.
Go buy a house in Sydney, you need $1 million minimum.
I just bought one on the Goldie, mate. It's ridiculous. I bought it like literally it's a good pocket, but probably the worst suburb you could buy in, closest to the city. Like we're real close to surface and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But mate,
what suburb is that?
Labrador.
Okay, yeah.
So how much do you reckon a house in Labrador costs you? Just a normal 3-in-1,
I don't even know where that is.
750 square metre block. So it's like maybe 5 minutes out of surface.
What was that? $1 million? Close to $1 million? Yeah, right.
And it's a dog shit. Like there's flooding issues, there's all sorts of stuff. Like not flooding issues, but it's not an incredible block or anything.
But is it on the up?
Hey?
Is it on the rise?
Oh, for sure. Neighbouring suburb median sale price is $4 million.
Oh wow!
So it's like it's definitely on the up, but it's crazy to think that like I remember Labrador, you could pick up a house there. I reckon it must be 5-6 years ago for like 500 grand.
Wow! See, there's so much growth there.
That is crazy, and it's still going.
Yeah.
Like
we don't get that growth here. Right?
Yeah, the way I look at it when I'm investing is I just look at the neighbouring suburbs and I just try and pick out the poor. The poor brother.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, you haven't gone yet, and every single thing is like median, $2 million. You're the last one to go. Boom.
Yeah.
And like when you look at a suburb like that, like this suburb they'd call Stabrador, they'd call all these because it's like crime. It's like sketchy, But now it's like, mate, if you've got $1 million, like not many people are going to be able to buy a house for $1 million.
No, that's right.
So it's just like the people that are moving in there are people from Victoria with heaps of cash. Renovating their house.
And they'll fix it up. So it's going to be eventually a nice sort out there.
Yeah. So it's just like, which is crazy, right? Like even talk about Darwin to keep you educated. Like, how much do you reckon it costs to buy a house in Malden at the moment?
Oh, I remember looking about a year ago. You were getting 350 to 400, so it's probably gone up.
How much do you reckon now?
550, 600 maybe? Yeah, see, that's crazy.
It's nuts, isn't it?
I stopped looking now. I remember I used to look, it was like 350, 400, like cheap. I look at that now.
Yeah.
And that's Malden.
Remember we were talking about that, you were looking at, I think you were looking at a duplex or something. Were you looking at something in Johnston one time? Is it you I was chatting all about?
Maybe.
I swear I was chatting, it was like a little 3-bedder unit thing. I swear it was you. Low 4s or something you were looking at.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's right. I was. It was. Yeah.
Did you pull the trigger on that?
Nah, I didn't.
See, that thing would be worth close to 550.
Yeah, and I was getting good rent too.
Yeah.
So I've sort of taken a step back on buying property. I'm going to renovate my place in Nightcliff, so.
Nice. Yeah, you got a banger deal there though. Now you think about that now.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you get that for $650? Did you?
$650. It's probably worth like $850 now. Like, even my baby, man, I got it for $470.
That was a good buy.
That's worth $850 now.
Yeah,
so
that's a good buy.
That's
You've
crazy.
done a mad little reno there too.
Yeah, and I got it was a bank repo, so I got lucky there, but
thing, you still make money in Darwin. A lot of people say you can't make money in Darwin.
Obviously the growth isn't the same as down south, but...
Well, you know, there was an investment summit last night that would say otherwise.
Really?
Yeah. So like so not to go into it too much, but there's a guy who I used to be in business with. We used to have a little car dealership together.
Yeah.
And we used to sell Rams throughout the territory. That was my business before.
Yeah, I remember you doing that. Yeah.
This guy's like pretty in the know sort of guy, and his business partner who just invested in his business is like buys properties for like, you know, 200 million at a time, buys like huge shopping centers.
Yeah,
and stuff.
okay.
He's going hard in Darwin.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, he's like, mate, this market's gonna double, triple, like it's gonna go off.
Yeah, right.
That's where he's at the moment. So I'm just like, oh, like it's like hard when you hear this like outside noise. I'm like, oh, maybe I should buy another.
Yeah.
I know. You know, you're like, oh, should I?
Yeah.
But I think that's the right play, man. Is renovating. Like we just renovated our house. Yeah. And it's just like. You can't beat it.
Young family, you want space. Like I'm living in the townhouse now. It's good, but I want a yard. I want the kids to go outside, like
soccer goal in the backyard.
Yeah, exactly. You know the drill.
Yeah.
So I was focused the next 6-8 months to do that, and then I can relook into the
so cool
because I'll have some equity on that property and they'll be able to borrow.
So cool. So little Skevo, he's getting into football now.
Well, he doesn't really have a choice, to be honest with you. Like, if he doesn't like it or not, I'm pushing it. I've gone on Temu, I've bought like ladders, racks.
I saw a little
cones.
setup in you.
Yeah. And you know what? I did it for him once, and the next day I left to work, and my wife sent me a video. He set it up. So
so good, mate.
He's already played a couple of games.
Really?
Yeah. So
that is cool, hey.
Yeah.
So he's obviously playing for Hellenic.
He's playing for Hellenic. Yeah. So he's only supposed to train this year because he's a bit young still.
Okay.
But I don't know, he's been training all year, and then they got a third team that short numbers, and
is it?
Like, you know what, just play him. And he's been having fun.
He's good.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't really touch the ball, but he just likes it, man. Like as long as he's there and he enjoys it, that's what matters, really.
Camaraderie too, and it teaches you heaps of lessons. You know.
Like, your sons are going to be Hellenic or going to be somewhere around here?
I don't know. It just depends where we end up, mate. You know what I mean? If we stay in Darwin or whatever, but if they play, I reckon they'll play Hellenic probably because you know that's where I first started.
Yeah. And you planning to stay, or are you looking at maybe leaving? Not sure.
I don't know, mate. Like I don't know. Like I love living here at the moment. But also like if I want to scale for what I want to do, you're sort of locked in Darwin. You can go hard here. Don't get me wrong, but if you really want to have a crack in other areas, you're gonna have to go down south.
Exactly.
You know. So I don't know. The business at the moment is flying, and we're starting different verticals and stuff. So I'm trying not to think. I get anxiety if I think too far ahead. So I just go
the here and now, man. Exactly.
I just go. Right, what's the next 6 months look like? I think probably going back to where I came from eventually is the play.
Where's that?
I'm from Brisbane. But I think I'd probably live somewhere on the coast, like the Goldie or Sunny Coast. That's my favourite area. Labrador. I don't know if I'd live there, but a good investment. But like somewhere there. Like Hannah's got pretty expensive taste in property, so she's like, I don't know if your misso does this, but like we're like, you know, we go to the broker and I'm like, how much can we afford? And they go, this much, so I bring it back 20%. She's like, oh sweet. So like I'm like, oh, you know, we spend about 1.1. We're all good, you know. She'll just send me like this $5 million listing, which is like not even that great to be honest. You know, and it's like one street back from the beach. She's like, this is pretty good. And
easy, no worries.
I'll just sell everything, and I still can't afford it.
I'll just sell an organ, and then we can live there. No worries.
But like on that,
you only need one kidney.
But on that topic though, I don't know if you feel this, like, because I think we're in like similar life cycles. You know, where you're like you're battling with this balance with your family. It's really busy, but then your business is sort of flying. This is my addiction. This is fun, but then I'm trying to find hobbies outside of work. Like, I feel like I'm there, but like. I don't know if you feel this with your family, but like for me, it's like I love being a provider. Like that's my favorite thing to do, and providing for my family. 100%. That's like my passion. You know? And I've always wanted to do that. And I always feel like even when like Hannah will send me like one of those properties, I sort of feel inadequate. I'm just like, well, I can't afford that, you know. And it's negative thought, but you don't mean to. But I just think I think you're similar. You're a provider, and you're always trying to take it to the next level. Do you ever feel that? Like,
I always go to my wife, look, just tone it back a bit. I can't afford that right now. I was like, maybe one day, but not right now. And like, you see it, you're like, oh, not right now, but it would never. It's not like a flat out no. One day you'll get there, you know.
It's not a flat out no.
It's not a flat out no. Eventually, but I do take pride in providing for my family. Like it. I reckon that's what drives me for work. Like, if it wasn't for my family, I wouldn't be doing this. I tell my wife that. Like, if it wasn't for you guys, I'd be like, you know.
You'd be in Greece somewhere just partying.
Partying, exactly. Now it's going to Greece with the family, sit on quiet beaches. So, yeah, definitely they're my main reason why I do. Like I said, being a provider. So.
Yeah, it's a hard one, man. Like I'm really at that point now where it's like, I think with the business too, is like you have to do different roles and you sort of like, you morph, you like, okay, well I've passed that on with my business, now I'm doing this, and you get a bit lost.
Yeah.
You're like, where do I need to be right now?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
usually
exactly.
I was, you know, with you it might be, I was on the tools all day and now, boom, I've got like my main installer. I'm like, what's my job now? Am I prospecting for new business, or what am I?
Yeah, sometimes you sit back and everything's running smoothly. You're like, oh, okay.
What am I?
What do I do now? Like, yeah, sometimes that doesn't always last too long. You know? It'd be nice if it did, but you know. But that's why you say that, right? But how long did it take you to get to that point?
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Everyone sees like, oh, this bloke's just sitting around doing nothing, he's cruising. Look at his. They don't see the sacrifice. He took the 5 years to get to where you are now.
All the stuff that happens that you just like, I know you've gone through it where you just like, you're looking at the wall just going like, what am I going to do here? Like, I don't know how to fix this. You know?
Right. Yeah.
Who am I going to call? I can't call anyone.
100%, man. Oh, mate, the moments like that, and I just go down and just break the band of my wife, and she's just like, you know, sometimes you just want to throw it away. You're like, man, why am I even doing this? Had
heaps of those.
I've had the last month, but it's been some touch and go around. I'm just like, what? You just lose faith in a lot of things, man. Yeah.
I was like about 2 months ago. This one I was texting you about Cyprus. Right? I was like, Hannah, buy this thing. It's on the water.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get cash to buy this thing. Let's just go.
Yeah.
That's the way I was at.
And you can live a good life.
I was like, let's just sell everything and buy this thing, and then we're ready. We're good for the rest of our life.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
And, bro, you're right. The life they live over in Greece. Like, have you been to Greece before?
Nah, watched a lot of YouTube.
Yeah, man, the life they live there, like, we're the crazy ones. We work 40 plus, 50 plus hours a week. We drown ourselves in debt. Like, we stress for superficial things. In Greece, you go there, mate. They got simple life. They live in their village. They sit around a table with a family, eating dinner, fresh produce. Like no stress. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a very rest culture.
Enjoy. But in saying that, like, it's good for us to go over there, and we appreciate more because we work so hard and you go switch off for 6 weeks. For them, they do have hardship. They can't. Like, they'll never afford their own property. I think Greece at the moment is one of the lowest income in Europe. So.
Yeah, I think I was looking at like it was like €700 or €800 or something. Like per month. Versus a prop, and like if you live there, I think it was Crete maybe, one of the islands there. I was actually calling it Crake. How funny is that? Like, so I'm not very travelled at all. One of the girls in the office is like been everywhere. She goes, I was like, oh, she goes, where you been looking? And I was saying these things. I was a little bit off. I'm like, oh, this place called Crate. She goes, because she goes there all the time. She goes, what? And I was like, Crate? I've never heard of it. Apparently it's like a pretty big population. She's like, you saying Crete? And everyone's lost it. I'm like, oh god. That's how travelled I am, mate. I've never been there. So, but I've just been watching. Obviously, I've been looking at some of the, I guess the tax havens, I guess in Cyprus. Cyprus is pretty cool.
It's funny because I like, before you said that, it's always been popping up on my, because I follow a Cyprus page, I'm from there, so I've noticed that it's a bit of a tax haven. And,
so I just went down that rabbit hole, mate. And it just happened because, like, when I see Australia, I just think Australia's going to end up like a sort of like a holiday country where it's like maybe like an Amsterdam or something like that, where people just go, like, you've no way you can buy a property there.
Exactly.
You just go there to holiday and young kids work there, and there's just 90% of the people, or 10% of the people own 90% of the wealth. I just think that's where I see it going. Like, how the hell can someone earn 70 grand a year and buy a house in Australia? It's impossible.
It's impossible.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, and like, obviously it's all good for us, you know, but like, you think, like, even sometimes I think, I'm like, I can't buy a house on the Gold Coast now where I want to. Like, that's crazy. And
it is.
I'm earning this much. Like, how is that possible that a house is worth 20 million now that I wanted 7 years ago?
Exactly. It's nuts. Like, why can't someone? Well, like I said, we're doing well. Actually, you can't even buy anything in Sydney, man. Like,
I know. And then I got into this, went down this rabbit hole. I looked at Cyprus. I found out it was part of the Commonwealth. I was actually speaking to one of your friends. Apparently you're good friends with his brother, Billy, plays for Olympic.
Oh, Terry.
Yeah, is it? So I sold Billy's property.
That's right.
In Grey.
So you'll be speaking with Terry, is that right?
No, Billy.
Oh, Billy.
Yeah. So I've been chatting to him, and he goes, you should chat to Manoli. That's why I messaged
that's right.
So, and I was looking it up, man. There's so many Aussies, like, There's so many Aussies going there.
Yeah.
Heaps.
Yeah.
So I looked into that, and then I started going down the route of looking into Greece, and then, you know, I did the calcs. So I was just like, you know, you buy a certain amount, you become a citizen there.
Cyprus, yeah, that's right. Golden passport, right?
Yeah, I was like, so I was like, holy, like, this is like, and then I'm just like, 2 a.m. in the morning, I'm like,
close it. Go to sleep, Jacob. Go to sleep. Yeah. No, there's good opportunity. Yeah. So I'm lucky. My mum's got her Cyprus card. So, and then I should be able to get mine. And we've already got property there, which is pretty good. So I've never really looked into it too much. My wife's always, let's buy something. Like, because we live. So say you got the south. We live like there's like this coastline. It's popular tourist area. Yeah. We live like 10 minutes away from there, my grandmother's house.
Yeah. So. What is it?
Protara.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like near Ayanapa and stuff like that. It's all villas and stuff.
Yeah, that's sick.
And like we got a house, like we got a place. We don't need anything. She's like, but we could buy like a villa, right? Like you're like, look at this villa. It's like 700,000 euros.
No worries. Yep. Okay. But still, that's pretty like.
It is. It's good because the return you get on it's still going to be good, but. Yeah. In my eyes, I'm like, I've got somewhere to stay. I don't, you know.
Yeah.
Or then there'll be, I don't.
Or maybe even buy something in Greece rather than Cyprus, like.
Well, we've got land there too. So my dad and his siblings, they've actually got land there, like prime location.
Whereabouts?
In Kalymnos.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, so.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so it's like literally it's like right on a cliffside on the road. No one can be in front of you, and you got sunset views with this other big island. Yeah, like it's nuts. It's beautiful.
Why are you living in Australia?
Yeah, I know. So it's a 4,000 square meter block too. So
holy.
They've been trying to sell it. I think it's built for a hotel pretty much.
It'd be like a few milli though to buy that, wouldn't it? Or?
No, not even, man.
Really?
No, it's a lot cheaper. But the only thing is like it's on a mountain, on a rock. So
to build it.
To build it be hard, and no one in my family at the moment so it could develop on it.
Yeah.
I keep saying, leave it for another 5 years.
You'll build something.
Hopefully, because my cousin, I spoke to him, and he'd like to as well because he's doing pretty well. He owns Meraki Greek restaurant.
Oh yeah. We tried to go there. It's always so bloody busy.
Yeah. So he's doing well there. Yeah. And we've spoken maybe in a few years we can just buy it off the siblings and my brother-in-law will be keen and do some villas there or something, you know.
And the agents there, it's not even regulated. Like I looked at the agents and I was watching the videos. Yeah. It's like, mate, what? Yeah. How the hell is someone paying you this much money to? Yeah. I don't know how the revenue works there. I'll have to look at that. But
it's like sketchy. It is sketchy.
Is it sketchy? Yeah. I've heard that. Yeah. But like it's like 1.3 euro, which obviously double in Aussie. Yeah. So it's like what 2.6 or whatever the calculation is. To buy this thing, and they're doing this video like this, mate. It's like, and there's like echoes in the background. Oh yeah, you hear a jackhammer going off.
You see the video for the blocked up market selling. It's just like a drone, like, and they're like, it's just
I'm like, just with like a little bit of like, knowing what you're doing, you can target so many locations. Like,
and you don't need to, right? Because it sells itself. Like you're in Greece, you're on an island, you got the Aegean Ocean. Like you don't need to sit there and market it. Like it markets itself. So.
Yeah, but just like who you could target with it. You know what I mean? Like I'm just thinking like, imagine if you collabed with like an Australian company and you have like a buyer's agency. Yeah. Imagine setting a buyer's agency here for Greece. To help
jump
people
on it. Yeah, they love it.
I'd pay someone 30 grand to do all the stuff for me. Yeah, 100%. Buy a house,
exactly.
And anyway, but we'll have to chat about that. Man,
yeah, for sure.
I'm keen to have a look at something.
There's definitely opportunities there for sure.
Yeah. And I'm researching the cycles at the moment now, and the cycles are pretty good. Like the last 20, 30 years, like the economics of like the economy of Greece is horrendous. The real estate cycle is pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
The value of property is pretty good.
Yeah. Because people are doing that now. There's so many rich people now. They're happy to go buy a holiday home here and there. So you know, and especially in Cyprus as well, because there's so many good areas for like heaps of like Russians and Eastern Europeans. A lot of them go there. So there's a lot of holoday homes there that you can rent out and stuff like that. So
I was just like we've been going down a rabbit hole, mate. Like I've got Hannah messaging all these Greek people, like I don't know, Lizzie Holocaust. Hannah's friends with her, so she's messaging her. I've been messaging you.
Yeah, I think her dad just built a hotel in Kalymnos.
Really? Yeah.
The same area where that block of land is. My family has.
Hectic.
Yeah. So
like for me, I just think like I just want something where it's like. I don't even care if it's that great, even if it's like a 3-bedroom villa that's maybe 700k Aussie or whatever, because you can still get those. Yeah. Something like that, where it's just like if it all went to shit, you've got that. Go that.
That's it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, if I lost everything.
And even if you say it doesn't go shit, I've got a house there. Yeah. Why not go every year for 2 months with your family? And just, you can work from there if you want to. If your business is streamlined here, what's stopping you from going there for 2 months? Like,
This is what I was working out in my head. I was like, just looking at investing in another property somewhere around Australia. We just settled on this one in Goldie, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna find somewhere where I think it's gonna grow. I was just looking. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
It's hard.
This is ridiculous. Like, I know there's gonna be growth, but just to hold the property is absolutely ridiculous.
Have you ever looked at investing in Bali?
Hey,
in Bali?
Yeah, I went pretty down a rabbit hole there.
No good.
It's all leasing.
It's all leasing. 25 years.
Yeah, and even then, it's pretty dodgy.
Okay.
So I've looked at it, man. I just the reason I liked Greece or any of those sort of European vibes and stuff, it's like you go to Bali and you lease something like that. It just feels like less. Like it feels way out of my league. When I talk about like Greece or someone buying something in Greece, it just feels a bit more real.
It's yours, right? It's yours. You own it. Like.
But also like something I resonate with. Like, for instance, like Greece has a vibe where wealth would go there. Do you know what I mean? Whereas like Bali is more people who are just trying to just get retired. So for me, it's like if I were to live somewhere, not that I'm snobby at all, but I want to live somewhere.
Exactly, that's right.
Where wealthy people are that can help the economy flourish, restaurants and things like that.
100%.
So it's like, okay, well, 700 to $1 million in Greece or 700 to $1 million in Newcastle.
Exactly.
What would you prefer?
Greece. 100%.
Go on Greece every day of the week.
Exactly.
It's just, but I spoke to, because I've not travelled at all. I think like I'll just go over there for a bit.
Go over there, check it out, see what you like. Like I said, man, there's probably some islands you can buy a cheap block of land, man, and build something. Like there's a lot of places like that. What is it? There's something like 2,000 islands. You know what I mean? So you can definitely find a cheap block of land if you really want to and build something.
That's what
it's just knowing the area, right? So just knowing, but. A lot of islands have good tourists, so Kalmos is good because half Darwin goes there every.
Well, it's pretty baller there too. Isn't it? Like,
there's a lot of like Colombians. There's heaps in America. There's heaps in Australia, obviously, and it's also a big rock climbing industry there now. So Kalmos has got some of the best rock climbing in the world. Instead of most of Greece, you got like in the islands, you got June, July, August, summer. But every year there's an international rock climbing competition that goes August through to October.
Really?
So you got 6 months of tourism there.
That's cool.
If you get in a good spot up near where the cliffs are, you could have you can rent it out pretty much 6 months of the year.
What does it close? When does it close down? Because it has like a winter there where nothing happens.
So like obviously in November, sort of so October, November is when it starts getting cold and raining. But up of 2 months, they got heaps of heaps of Italians, Germans. They love their rock climbing. When I went there last time, we sat at a hotel there in the morning. You hear like the blokes on the side of the cliff like drilling and making their
What, he's got a drill?
Little Makita drill like in his back pocket making new holes, putting his things in so he can climb up. It's proper, man. Where they're having our coffees, sitting on the beach, rock climbers everywhere, man.
Really?
You see the cliff. It's cool, man. So
that is real cool.
It's good for the economy for Kalymnos because it used to be one of the hottest spots to go to in Greece, and then I'm pretty sure it was sort of 2011, like 2008 to 2015, just dead, man.
Really?
No tourists went there. It was like Greece had a big crisis.
But
tourists just wouldn't go there and nothing like that.
Well, they got hit by the GFC.
And it's come back now and it's pumping now every summer, people there. So
that's
it's good.
Cool, man.
Yeah. So I really liked it. My dad's like, don't sell it, just keep that block, Maybe in 10 years I'll be ready to do something 6 to 8 villas, or something like that.
100%.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Especially when you're later in life or you've earned some cash, developing some play.
And man, the view of this place, I'll show you after, man. It's just, you can't beat it. It's one of the best views in the world. You've got this big, another island, a big rock, and then the sunset behind it, man. It's just
hectic.
Nothing you ever see in Darwin, in Australia anyway.
That's what That's what I mean. Man, I went down such a rabbit hole where I started going. I was looking everywhere, man. I was looking like Croatia. I even looked at Italy. Started speaking to other Italians that I knew. They're like, you got to be careful buying property there because the mafia. And you're like, what?
It's just corrupt. That's the only thing, man. The government's dodgy, man, over there in Europe.
Is it? Yeah. You got to be real careful.
Even in Greece, man, you've got to know someone and do it with them. So you said there was a few Aussies over in Cyprus, already?
Bro, I was just watching this dude. He was he sold his property for I don't know, man. He would have sold for 15, 20 million on the Goldie or whatever. So how I found it is I was doing research on the Goldie. So I was after I bought the property, there's lucky, after I bought it, there's all these articles that have come out with immigration on the Goldie, and there's so many people. They think I don't know how many thousand, but there's they've approved so many people to go there. The population's going crazy. Then they got the Olympics and all that. And they sort of released all that stuff after I bought. I was just lucky. So all that stuff happened. Anyway, this random video popped up of this dude. He's got like mad white veneers.
Yeah, of course.
This dude might be like, he's fresh out of Goldie.
Yeah.
He's like, I've moved to Cyprus. And I was so dumb, I didn't even know what Cyprus was.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, Cyprus, cool. I go down the rabbit hole, blah, blah, blah. And anyway, he's talking about, so this is the reason I did it. I've started a company over here. And he mentioned, I've got to do my own research on this, but in Australia, he said the difference is over there. If you own a company there or buy a property there, you have that golden visa or whatever. He said the difference there is when you get a company, you'll get 12.5% tax.
Yeah.
But then you can take dividends for free.
Okay.
So you've got, let's say you and I have got a company.
Yeah.
We get 20, we get taxed 27.5% or whatever.
Yeah.
If we want to take 50 grand out, we don't get taxed.
Yeah, right. Okay.
How fucking good is that?
How good is that?
Mate, well, I don't know whether it's true, but it's like, and you think of the Australian tax system, money comes in, you get taxed in your company, and then you want to take money out, you get taxed again.
You just get taxed on everything, it's ridiculous.
It's crazy. And then we're going to make you pay super on top of your
Was it an online business, or is it like
I don't know, he started over there, but it's something. Yeah, he didn't go into it too much. I'll send you the link to the guy.
Cool.
No, I have.
You have, I've seen I started watching it. Okay.
Yeah, so he's so I was just listening to it and I was like, wow, but now Australia's trying to clamp down on that stuff where people are, you can't take the money out for 4 years or what, like, you're just like far out. So
and even the money you haven't even spent, like you buy property, it's worth something you're going to pay tax on. Like,
that's why
it's just ridiculous. Yeah, I know, I saw it too, man. It's a joke.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking elsewhere. Just like, and I want to look at economies where people like, the reason I sort of liked Greece is everyone's like, oh, that economy's shit. No one makes money there. I'm like, perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm like, I want to buy something.
Yeah, exactly.
And everyone leave me alone.
Yeah, and that's it, man. Like, it's like they're punishing you for making money here, man. That's what it feels like sometimes. Like you work so hard, like you're doing well, then bang, tax bills coming like,
this is ridiculous. Yeah. And I think the thing too, over like a few people we've spoken to from Greece as well, is like the tax regulations just changed there as well. So I think it's a bit higher or something on short-term rentals, similar to what they did in Melbourne.
Yeah, that's right. They're cracking down on that too. Yeah.
So there's
killing the hotels. And the hotels are like so close with the government, so they're sort of banded together. But like I said, Cyprus is different to Greece.
I know.
They're the European Dubai, apparently.
That's what. Yeah. So that's why I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, this seems pretty good. I don't know. See how we go. But anyways, we're going down a rabbit hole, man.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, no, it's all good.
Honestly, like, man, from one person to another, super stoked for what's happening in your life, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Killing it, and,
as to you as well, man. It's good to see you doing well.
Thanks,
like I said, man, you get people on this podcast, like, if you weren't a nice guy and you weren't doing the right thing, they wouldn't come. So you're obviously doing something right.
Thanks, man. Oh, well, I do pay a lot of people that come on.
I'll keep my check after.
Thanks, man. And, thanks for coming on.
No worries, man.